Hello, everybody, and welcome to German class. In today's lecture, we are going to talk about articles im dative. Article im dative. So we are going to talk about articles, but we are going to talk about articles for dative case only. So if I talk about cases in German, if I talk about case, we have nominative case, we have accusative case, and we have dative case. Now we have already discussed about nominative in our previous lectures. We have also discussed about accusative in our previous lectures, and now we will be talking about dative only. So but under dative there are many things, but we are going to talk about articles, right? So our topic is articles, dative articles, right? So if before proceeding, I would like to discuss with you like a quick recap of what is dative. If I say the word dative, like if I say the word nominative, then what do you understand with this word, the nominative? Nominative means subject. If I say the word accusative, then it means a direct object. It means direct object. But if I say the word dative, it means indirect object. So if I talk about a sentence, if I talk about a sentence, it has many parts, like subject, verb, and object. So if I talk about object, it can be a direct object or it can be an indirect object. So subject is known as nominative, verb is verb, direct object is accusative, and indirect object is dative. So about this we have already discussed in detail when we were talking about dative verbs. So if you have any doubt in this, I would suggest you to revise the notes of dative verbs, right? In dative verbs notes we have uh, discussed this pattern much in detail. So just to give you an example, if I talk about this sentence, it says der Verkäufer. Der Verkäufer, verkaufen is the verb which means to sell, but here it is written Verkäufer, which means a seller, salesman, right? Verkäufer, der is masculine. So the salesman, and not the saleswoman. The salesman, zeigt is shows. Einem Kind, a child, and das neue Spiel, the new game. So the salesman is showing the child a new game. So this, who is showing? The salesman. So doer means who. Then it will be treated as subject. That means this is subject. This show is verb. This is an object. This is also an object. But which object? This is an indirect object, and this is a direct object. So if I talk about German, this is nominative, this is verb, this is dative, and this is accusative. Now we are going to talk about the name of the topic. The name of the topic is dative article. So that means here in this portion, article, right? So let's start this topic. If I talk about articles, if I talk about articles in German, there are mainly two parts of article. One is definite and second is indefinite, right? Two types of articles are there. In German, we say bestimmter article and un unbestimmter article, right? So bestimmter is definite, unbestimmter is indefinite. Bestimmter means the, and unbestimmter means a or an. Now we have already discussed in our previous lecture about the definite article, right? Um, so I would suggest you to revise the notes of definite article, because indefinite article and definite article rules are uh, same. So in today's lecture we will be talking about indefinite articles. Now if I talk about indefinite articles, uh, in nominative I have already told you that nominative means subject, accusative means an object, dative also means an object, but accusative means which object? Direct object. And dative means indirect object. So here is a table for you: ein, eine, ein, and then there is nothing in plural. Then einen, eine, ein, and nothing is in plural. Einem, einer, einem. So this is known as masculine, this is known as feminine, and this is known as neutral, and then plural. So masculine, feminine, neutral, and plural. So first is ein. So this give you the meaning of a or n. Second is eine. This gives you the meaning of a or n. Third is ein. This gives you the meaning of a or n. Then fourth is einen. Also the same meaning a or n. Then again eine, a or n, ein, a or n, einem, a or n, einer, a or n, einem, a or n. Right? So all the words in this table give you the same meaning. The meaning is a or n. So if I talk about English, I have just two words, a or n. But if I talk about German, I have a complete table: ein, this ein, then eine, and then ein, right? And then here einen. So all the words have the same meaning, right? All the words in this table have same meaning, a or n. This is the reason that this table is known as indefinite article table, unbestimmter article table. So far we have discussed that articles, there are two types of article. One is definite, second is indefinite. So definite we have already studied. Indefinite, the table is here for you, right? And there is nothing in plural. There is nothing in plural. The reason is uh, I can say a man, I can say a woman, but I cannot say a a boys I cannot say. So with a, plural will not come. With a, plural will not come. So with a or n, either I can say masculine or I can say feminine, but I cannot use plural, it will be wrong, right? All right, next let's proceed further. So here is again table for you, and in this table all the words give you the same meaning. The meaning is a or n. So here I have given you one example of nominative. Nominative means subject, right? We already know. So nominative is here, subjective line. So if I talk about a sentence, like here is a sentence: this is a man, this is a man. So what is this? This is das. Das is ist. Now it says a man, a man. So which a? Now all the words in this table have the same meaning. The meaning is a. But which word shall I use? It is talking about a man or a woman? It is talking about a man, right? So it will be, I'll be using masculine. So either I'll be using ein, or I'll be using einen, or I'll be using einem, but I will not be using feminine. I will not be using neutral. I will not be using plural. So these three are wrong. The answer must be from the masculine. But which masculine? Nominative. So answer would be ein. So das ist ein Mann. Because here this is subject of a sentence. Now let's talk about another example. It says I know a man. So what is subject here? Who knows the man? Who? Doer. Doer. Who knows the man? Doer. I know the man, right? So this is subject. Doer is always the subject. That means this is nominative. What is verb? This is verb. No is verb. And whatever remains is an object. This is an object, right? So if I need to translate in German, this I would be ich. This no would be kenne. And this a man, a man. I'm not talking about a woman. So this feminine row column, I'm sorry, this feminine column will not be there. This neutral column will not be there because a man is masculine, right? So answer has to be from this table, right? But which answer? But which answer? Is this a man a subject of a sentence? Am I talking this a man? A man belongs to a subject part? No, this belongs to an object. See, here we have just categorized. We have named the sentence. Now here it should be einen man. A next example which I have written for you is she asks. I'm sorry. Here, yes, she asks a man. So let's analyze this sentence. This she is subject, that means nominative. Asks is verb, and then a man is an object, right? So sie fragt, then it says a man, a man. So which a is, it is an accusative, right? So it should be einen Mann, right? So let's talk about another example. It says Miss Gupta, Mrs. Gupta, I'm sorry, Miss Gupta. Miss Gupta thanks a man, right? So this is subject, this is verb, this is an object. That means this is nominative, this is verb. Now this object is a dative object. Now how can I identify that this is dative object or this is an accusative object? This thing we have discussed when we were discussing dative verbs, right? In dative verbs topic we have discussed this thing in detail, like how you can identify it is a dative object or an accusative object. But just to give you a quick review on that, that here thanks, thank, to thank is a dative verb, pure dative verb, pure dative verb. So it's 100% dative object. Anyway, let's translate this. So it says Frau Gupta, Frau Gupta thanks. Thanks is Duncan. So danked, and this says a man. Now feminine column will not be there, neutral column will not be there. Only answer has to be from these three. But which one? This a man is a subject? No. Is this a accusative object? No. This is a dative object. Hence answer has to be einem, einem, and then man. Right? Now let's proceed further. It says we gift a man and a pen. This we gift a man and a pen. So this is subject, this is verb, this is a direct object. This is an, I'm sorry, my mistake. Here in previous example it was an indirect object. All of you please correct it. It is an indirect object and not a direct object, right? All right. So here it is a it is an indirect object, and here it is a direct object, right? Hence this is dative and this is accusative, right? So let's translate the sentence. Wear, we is wear. Then gift, gift is schenken, wear schenken. Now a man here we have two a, one is a here, second a is here, but this first a belongs to dative and it says a man, hence I'll be using ainam man. And second a belongs to accusative, hence I'll be using ainan, right? I'll be using ainan kuli. So I hope this article part is clear to you, right? Now what we have discussed so far, like I have taken many examples for you, but I have taken one common word, that was a man. So sometimes a man can be the part of subject, can be the part of object. So if it is subject, that means nominative, and I'll be using ein man, a man. But if it is an object, then which object? It can be accusative, it can be dative. So if it is an accusative object, I will be using einen man. But if it is a dative object, I will be using einem man. Right? So that depends which a or an I am using. Right? So this table, all the words have the same meaning, but the usage is different. If I'm using a or an in place of subject, I'll be using nominative. If I'm using a or an as a direct object, then I will be using accusative. But if I'm using a or an as an indirect object, then I'll be using as dative, right? Now here here are some examples for you. Like here it says das Mädchen is the girl, das Mädchen schreibt is writes. So the girl is writing a teacher a letter, right? So this is accusative, and this is a direct object, and this is an indirect object, hence I'll be using dative here. And here I will use einem. So in this question I need to fill article. Here also I need to fill article, right? In this blank I need to fill article. And which article do I need to fill? Unbestimmter. It says unbestimmter article. That means indefinite article. So I have to write from the above table. But which answer shall I write here? It says the kinder, the children. Geben, give, the children give. And Frau is lady, woman, a book, right? So the children are giving a woman, a lady, a book. So this is accusative, a book is accusative, but a lady is dative, and a woman, right, a lady, hence I will be using einer, because Frau is feminine. Now next two questions for you. Here again we have to fill articles, but which articles? Dative articles. It says das Auto is the car, gehört is belongs, the car belongs to a friend of Florian von. So das Auto gehört Freundin von Florian. Das Auto gehört Freundin von Florian. So this car belongs to a friend, to a friend of Florian. So I have to write a here, right? So I have to fill article. Which article? A article. That means indefinite article. So I have to identify whether this is subject, this is an object, what is this? So this car is a subject, that means nominative. This gehört is verb, This is an object, but which object? Indirect object, hence dative, right? And this is, I'm talking about Freundin. Freundin, that means female friend. If I write, see, there are two words. One is Freund and another is Freundin. The only difference is this is male friend and this is female friend. So I'm talking about a lady here. Again, here I'm talking about a woman. So I will write einer. Here, next sentence, it says ish. Ish is I. Schenke. Schenke is gift. So I gift a child a laptop. So child, a child, a child. So child is neutral. Hence the answer would be einem. Right. So this was all about articles. So I hope this is clear to you. And if you have any doubt, you may ask now. And viel Spaß. Viel Spaß is have fun. Danke, danke, thank you. So I hope you must have learned something new. And if you have any doubt, you may ask.